Hello and welcome to episode number 22 of our, this is not our Imperial campaign, this is definitely our Black Sun campaign. I'm not going to edit that out because I usually edit that out, but yeah, first time this is our Black Sun campaign. Looks like we got a fleet going over here to Charge 4. We also have a massive reinforcement fleet over here joining up with our main fleet who's going to be taking on Cala. So this is going to be a pretty big battle. They have a level 3 space station, multiple defensive station, as well as some construction stations. They also have 2 ready to go capital ships, so that's going to be a pretty big battle. We're definitely going to want those reinforcements. Let's see what this is right here on Charge 4 real quick. I'm assuming it's my defensive fleet. Yeah, let's do this battle real quick, start off the episode, get some topics out of the way. First things first, it's been about a week since I played, and if you haven't seen my most recent video, it's definitely some of everybody's favorite videos. I finally made another tier list video. So the tier list videos are pretty popular. They're a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun to make, I'm not going to lie. When I was recording that video, I had so much fun, and I poured a lot into the editing, which is always fun as well. So if you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend you do. I rank the top major heroes, by my opinion major heroes, in AOTR, and it's a lot of fun. It's a great video. With that being said, let's get the Tuscans. I don't really care if I lose the cloak shapes, like, I paid for them, but it's not a huge deal if I lose them. They're only like, what, 400 credits max, maybe not even that much. They have 2 capital ships and what, like 2 AEFs. I maybe want these Genosian guys to come up with them. I'll just leave you back here. You can come up, why not? And what are you? Curling gunboat? Kind of want you to stay alive because I can't replace you. I feel pretty comfortable about this battle without losing any casualties. I have so many fighters, especially with the looser Hulk. Let's just push everybody out. Should be a pretty easy battle, even though they have 2 capital ships and a bunch of AFs. Yeah, I loved making those tier list videos. It's so funny because they do really well on my channel in comparison to everything else. They do pretty well, but it's so funny because people are like, they don't hold back. They don't hold back in the comments. And I love it. It's part of YouTube, man. If you're going to make YouTube videos, you can't be scared in the comment section. But, man, some people just don't hold back. It's really funny. Like, especially since, like, it's so opinionated. It's a tier list. It's literally meant to be opinionated. And whenever I make, like, a super opinionated video, I make sure at the beginning of the episode, I say, this is 100% my opinion. And especially with like a tier list video, I make sure that was real quick. I'm going to say something real quick. Those ion shots were the first time I've ever noticed an ion shot doing so much better than a regular turbo laser, which is really cool to see. Going back to my story though, the tier list videos are super controversial. They're super opinionated, and so I make sure to say at the beginning of the video, this is 100% my opinion. And especially with the tier list videos, one other thing is, I make sure that if I'm going to do these tier list videos, that I give you guys access to make your own tier list in case you don't like mine or you just want to show me yours. And I say that. I've said that multiple times in the video. I'm like, hey, if you want to make your own tier list, here's the link to do that. And it's really funny just because people are so opinionated, and like you have people saying like, no, that's absolutely wrong, this video's trash, and it's just so funny reading the comments. And then you have people like TJ, my boy TJ, he's like, honestly, everybody's S tier. Just because heroes are so good. Heroes are so much fun to use. I love using heroes. You guys need to stop. I'm going to retreat these guys out of here. They still have full health. And if they sit there, those AFs are going to tear them up. Same with you. Where's my... Yeah, you. Alright, we'll get you to target him. And we'll get you to target him as well. Fighters. Let's make sure that we mop up the rest of their enemy fighters before we permanently stop shooting at their fighters. Something like that should be good. You guys just kind of join in. But yeah, if you haven't seen that tier list video, definitely go check it out. Definitely make your own tier list and drop it in my Discord. It's always fun to discuss the different tier lists, and hopefully pretty soon. Hey, you're not in range to use that? Oh, that was overcharge. Never mind. Yeah, look at overcharge. it 4 times their damage and or like 4 times their fire rate or something ridiculous like that. It's just so strong. Nice. I was scared we weren't going to kill him for a second. So my next tier list I want to make is the minor heroes one, and so I'm really excited about that. It'll take a little bit longer to. It might come out later this weekend, but it might take a little bit before I get it done. Alright, so the defensive fleet is going to sit on Char's 4. We're still waiting on this fleet to join up with this one before I attack Cala. But one final thing I want to do is purchase. What the heck happened to my money? When did I get broke? What did I spend my money on? I don't even know. But we're going to finally get defensive enhancements, which is going to be really important for the Kadobi capital ships from Zon Consortium, because I have now 2 of them, I think, about to join up with that fleet, which is really, really good. So I want to make sure that I have the brace for impact ability. And with that being said, that's all the technologies now. I have all of the technologies that are available to the Black Sun, which is really nice. And it looks like we're going to be getting back into this battle right here. This should be fun. So here's one of the Kadobis. Or this is a Kandosai. This is a Kandosai, not a Kadobi, my bad. Kandosai right here. As you can see, it has the brace for impact ability. It's going to be really solid. I still don't have any flame tanks over here, which is really sad. Alright, you guys join up with them. We also have 4 Lictor dungeon ships coming into this battle as well, so we're going to have a lot of fun testing out some new units from the Zon Consortium. And we're also pretty close to Tech 3. And they're pretty close to an Executor, which is quite scary. Cala, let's see. Cala shipyards. Rebel Alliance can recruit Cala defenders, which are really good. This planet can produce Bellators, Executors, and the Archammer as well. And we didn't have a fleet lead. I'm not terribly mad about this fleet, so I might just keep it. The one thing we're missing is... Oh wait, no, you're right here. Perfect. Yeah, I'm okay with this fleet. We'll just leave it. Because the one thing about when you have the fleet come in without the Pathfinder, look at that, 272. I don't know why that happens. I figured AOTR would fix that, but it might not be an AOTR problem. Let's definitely start grouping some units up. So give me group 1, and give me group 3, and you, and where's your eye at? Oh no, my game crashed. Oh no, it didn't. Nice, good. Oh, there's your eye. Group 3, and I'm gonna pause it for just a second. Give me all of you guys, and all of you, and all of you, and you, and you, and you. Make you guys group 1. Perfect.
What do you need? What can I do for you?
Alright, the rest of you guys can kind of just go up. Group 3, include that Amshak for me.
Cannot fail. I copy.
Got some interceptors.
Gunship weapons are online.
That's a good looking ship right there. Alright, so here's the 2 MC-80s. 1 Freedom and 1 Justice.
We've located the enemy.
Shouldn't be too scary. Alright, group 2. Let's want my group 2 to be the ones that push up, and then group 3, you guys just target this thing. Hit it in the hole. Group 1, you guys can push up as well.
Roger that.
Dang, this thing's got those long-range ion cannons that are gonna be tough to deal with. You can overcharge. I don't like the fact that they got a bunch of fighters going over here. Go blow something up, bombers.
Weapons online for awaiting orders. Weapons charged.
Quickly get rid of this. And then, dang, our fighters are kind of struggling. Alright, give me you over here. Get this mine layer up here. Mostly want everything that I can to support my fighters and such. This is the first battle we've had the Kiltron in. For us, actually, not like a defensive garrison battle. Alright, Kadelby, where are you at? Or Kandosai, why do I keep calling you Kadelby? Man, these are some good looking screenshots. Look how pretty this map is. Cala is definitely a really pretty map. With how blue it is and such. because we didn't have Zon Consortium technology and I really needed some capital ships, I had to go back to building regular Venators. Which, never a bad thing. They're really solid. They have the good hangar bays and not bad weapons as well as powered batteries, which is really good. Definitely not a bad thing to be having to make them. I lost something. I don't know what, but I lost something. Group 1, come over here for me. Oh, I have 2 of you. Oh, I forgot to corrupt this planet. Dang it. I meant to do that. So what's been... I don't know why I'm coughing. I literally stopped being sick like a week ago. So what's my favorite technology for the Black Sun so far? That's a good question. I think they're all solid, right? I think Droid Revolution is really fun, but I think the love for Droid Revolution is honestly going to go down once the new game comes out. Once Awakening of the Clone Wars comes out, I feel like the love for... Dang, I lost all of my fighters. I feel like the love that we all have for using Droid Revolution, just because we have the Clone Wars units, you know? You got your Providences, your Munificence, your Captors, different things like that. I feel like the love for that's going to go down a little bit once we have Awakening the Clone Wars out. So here to use his Brace for Impact ability. You can see he's taking a lot of damage too. Dang, why is your arc so bad? Is this arc so bad because of the stun ion cannons? Because, dang. Alright, I want to keep you alive if I can. Mostly just looking to shell the enemy down. I'm okay with how my fleet's pretty built up right now. You can push forward. All these fighters and bombers can kind of push forward as well. You're fine. Right. I'm going to send my 2 capital ships over here to take on this thing so it stops freaking ion cannoning stuff from a mile away. Definitely want my fighters to try and take out as many other enemy bombers and fighters as well. I really liked Caesar, I gotta admit. I mean, obviously the biggest impact for Caesar is going to be seen through the galaxy map and through the economy that he provides. But I mean, you can't go wrong with refit Venators, you can't go wrong with ATTEs. And he's got some really good fighters and bombers, as well as some good ground fighters as well, which not a lot of ground fighters in this mod. Which isn't a surprise, I'm not saying that. I shouldn't have said it like that, but yeah. You got these stupid... I hate attacking planets like this. Because of the map. They have these stupid turbo lasers that just are impossible to kill. And a bunch of my bullets are going towards them. And they're just kind of getting wasted on them. Alright, how are you doing? You struggling? No, you're fine. Perfect. Let me get those bombers. Where are those bombers at? You, and you, you. Over here. How about... Mostly just looking for damage output. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, I thought he took out all those fighters by himself. They do have a lot of fighters over here. Give me the Corona. Corona, I haven't seen you do a whole lot lately. I've been working on building CR-95s and the whatever those ships are called. Did I lose it? No. I think I lost the Corvette for the Zon Consortium. I did, didn't I? Dang. These guys, the Crusaders. Oh my gosh! Now I got ion cannons coming in from him. Dang, I really need somebody to come take out these bombers too. Alright, so I know I talked about this a ton in the last episode, but I really want to talk about Awakening of the Clone Wars one more time. So, I went and rewatched the trailers, and holy crap, dude, when you rewatch something from... You really see a lot of stuff that you missed, and I missed a lot of crap from that trailer. So I went... Let's talk about the Clone Wars trailer first. We asked the questions, would they have the clone battalions, the different battalions? The answer is yes. In that trailer, you can literally see the different clone battalions, which is really, really cool. We see different ones. I want to actually watch the trailer real quick, so give me a second. Okay, so I quickly refreshed my memory on those trailers, and yeah, dude, okay, you didn't see like a ton of features, but mostly you just see a lot of units, right? So one of the units that we see in the Clone Wars, we'll talk about the Clone Wars trailer first, you see all different types of battalions, right? We see the 212th, we see the 501st, we even see like Commander, I don't remember, Commander Bly or somebody, like the Gray Battalion, which is really cool. So yes, definitely gonna have a lot of battalions. Not sure exactly what is going to be like determining what battalion is on the map, which is definitely a good question. But we're going to be seeing a lot of different battalions, which is a lot of fun. And additionally, on the Clone Wars side of things, we've seen ATRTs, which is really cool because ATRTs are in AOTR, but it's just that one mercenary hero guy. And I think maybe some vehicle factories you can find on certain planets. So you don't really see a ton of them. And additionally, we see ATUTs, I think, are in that trailer, if I'm not mistaken. And that's really cool because you don't really see a lot of ATUTs in the Star Wars universe, but they're definitely good units. And the Rebellion, I was going to say the Empire, I was going to say the Rebellion. The Republic definitely uses them a lot, so that's going to be really, really fun to see as well. I only have one of you left. So that's going to be really cool. Like I said in the last episode, we see the super capital ship for the Republic. I do have my Crusaders. It is alive. We see the super capital ship for the Republic, which is going to be really cool. I'm not super fond of that ship just because you don't really ever hear it talked about in the Clone Wars or see it in the Clone Wars. And on the other side of things, for the CIS, you do see the super capital ship for the CIS, and that thing is obviously, I mean, it had its own arc, like a 3 or 4 episode arc at the very beginning of season 1. So I'm excited to use that thing. Kind of forgot what it's called, hilariously enough. So that'd be really fun. And additionally, still talking about like the battalions and such, you see that even in mod previews, if you go on Awakening Rebellion's Discord, they have mod previews, and we see that there are going to be B1s, B1 battle droids that also have map-specific skins and textures. So on Geonosis, for example, they're like darker red Georgia clay color, and then on regular maps they're going to have that lighter tan, the typical B1s that you see. And then they even have the swamp B1s as well for swamp planets like Dagobah, for example, which I don't even think is in this game. Lost a lot of fighters and such, and just kind of smaller ships, but not a bad takeout. Not a bad takeout at all. Also, not that typical type of battle. They didn't really have that much coming in from the garrison. They didn't even have a single capital ship come in. Uh-oh, I can't even do either of those things. Alright, we'll just move on then. Let's bring you up. Uh-oh. Oh, the ground force. I really want to wait for that flame tank. We're still yet to use a flame tank, and I've had access to flame tanks. I swear I've built them. Oh, here it is. Yeah, there's 2 flame tanks right there. I'm not going to wait for these guys to get here, but I will wait for these guys to get here. So you actually see, like I said, especially if you're in Awakening Rebellion's Discord, you see the mod previews. There's only like, what, 2 previews left? And we've yet to see a lot of the units that we see in the trailers. So for the CIS, you see a lot of new units that aren't in Awakening Rebellion, especially on the ground side of things, right? So you see the spider droids, which are really, really cool. I'm excited to use those. You see the snail tanks, really excited to use those. You see, probably just do Black Sun Presence, I guess. You see, in the space side of things, if you just catch it, you'll see the little diamond cruisers. At least that's what they're called in other mods. The diamond cruisers. That'll be really, really fun. Sorry, I got confused why I wasn't corrupting. It's already been corrupted. Dang, that was fast. So you see the diamond cruisers, which will be really cool, and some other units as well. So I'm really, really excited for that mod to come out. What else do you see? You see, okay, also in the mod previews, B2s are going to have, I think there's 2 different types of B2s, which will be really fun. So you've got like your typical B2s that are just like sturdier than B1s, they're better than B1s, and then you got like your super, super battle droids that are going to be really cool too. Also, We just got to Black Sun Tier 3 for Zon Consortium. So, ooh, look at these. We got Kadelbis that I've been talking about. Only 12,000 shield, but 24,000 heavy armor is really, really good. So the Kadelbi battleship, named for Mandalore's capital city, is a huge warship able to compete with Imperial Star Destroyers. It features powerful weapons and a sturdy hull, but it lacks a hangar bay, requiring it to be escorted and renders it weak to starfighters. Its rare heavy mass drivers allow it to snipe important subsystems, giving it an uncommon advantage in ship-to-ship combat. So 1 versus 1, I bet this thing's really, really strong. 2 heavy mass drivers, cool. Definitely go ahead and build one of them. What else do you have? Armored Pierce ability. Cool. Alright, move on to the Aggressor. We got the Aggressor Star Destroyer. Aggressor Destroyer was originally designed to be an Imperial super weapon, but the design was rejected and later lost with the first Death Star. Scrap collectors later found it and sold them to the black market. The Aggressor is essentially 2 gigantic cannons strapped onto a hull. One is an oversized stun ion cannon, whilst the other is a proton cannon able to penetrate shields and cause splash damage, which is really an important detail. These weapons make the Aggressor ideal for destroying stations and capital ships. However, it is slow and unable to effectively defend itself against smaller targets if caught off guard. They do come with 1 star by per squadron, that's nice. And only 22,000 total health and medium armor, so it's not super great there. And its additional weaponry is okay. At least it's long range dual turbo lasers. Oh wow, it's all dual. Look at that. Even the non-targetable hardpoints are also dual long range turbo lasers. So yeah, this thing's gonna get sniped by small ships very easily if you're not careful. Also got access to Vengeances. I'm not a huge fan of them. Fragile. I don't like mass drivers that much, but I know a lot of people love them. The Vengeance frigate design was rejected by the Empire and instead picked up by the independent ship producers and sold on the black markets. These frigates are most notable for their gigantic repeating mass drivers, able to bypass shields and cause huge amounts of damage, especially against lightly armored targets. They lack anti-fighter weapons, but can take a lot of damage before being destroyed. Medium armor is not terrible, I guess. And I think that's it for Tech 3 on the ship trader. The ship refitter doesn't look like it got anything, so I don't see any fighters or gunships either. So it looks like pretty much all you got was those 2 and that 3rd. Let's take a look at the ground side of things. We have access to MAL companies, the MAL companies. So the Mobile Attack Launcher is equipped with multiple turreted concussion missile launchers. Its missiles are only usable against ground targets. You only get 1 of them per thing as well. And you also have the Kadelbi tank companies. The Kadelbi tank was the Mandalore's capital in case of invasions, would defend it. It carries heavy weapons and can switch from long-range configuration, allowing it to take down distant targets. Looks like it has to be deployed in order to do that, and it also has the brace for impact ability, which is going to be fun. Let's definitely go ahead and start making some of those. Give me 1 MAL, and we'll just go with 2 of those. And we also, ooh, look at what we got now. Oh, and I'm broke. Okay, well, we're going to get these in the future. Mandalorian mercenaries are notorious throughout the galaxy. With their jetpacks, they have a high level of mobility and are not thwarted by waterways or obstacles. Ooh, that's a really good detail. And to defend themselves against vehicles, they can fire rockets from their jetpacks. 3 teams of 7. They have a flamethrower unit, which is good. Beskar armor has a chance to negate damage through projectiles completely. That's cool. And that looks like that is it, unless we have something randomly on the black market. Nope. Alright, cool. So the one thing that looks like the Zon Consortium lacks is a ground fighter that we were talking about a little bit in that last battle. Not a huge surprise there. Not a lot of units come with ground fighters, that's for sure. But you definitely would love to see them have that. Alright, we're gonna wait for them, so why not? Got a space station overcharged port, which is good. I'm very broke. Y'all are not wrong. The Zon Consortium definitely cost a lot of money.
Construction complete.
We got a little bit of defenses on Raxus Prime, and nothing too scary. we're looking pretty good. So like, the AI definitely doesn't want to seem to attack these planets, and I even talked about that with the developers a long time ago. I was like, man, it's kind of stupid that they don't. I understand like a neutral planet wants to stay neutral, and that's part of like the galaxy and part of how Star Wars works. But I mean, when it comes to a video game, I can literally just not have to defend this western side completely, and they don't have any attack lane. So, hey, I'm okay with it. Alright, so the ground troops have arrived. Let's go ahead and see what these flame tanks are all about.
Invasion commencing.
Ooh, this is a cool map. So, an outer rim world nearly completely covered with water. The surface of the planet Cala, sometimes called simply Calamari, is covered with some small marshy islands and enormous floating cities. Cala is home to more than 27 billion inhabitants. The peace-loving Calamari and the cautious Corin. Raw materials from the ocean depths are mined by the Corin and used by the Cala for various construction projects throughout the floating cities and orbital bombardments. I must admit, one of my favorite arcs in the Clone Wars is the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars arc. No, I meant to say the Cala arc. The Cala arc is fantastic because it's really cool to see how Count Dooku works, right? How he wants to conquer different planets. And it's really cool because it's not super Republic based, right? It's kind of what the Republic would have been before the Clone Wars, right? You ship 2 Jedi to a planet, the Jedi kind of join in with the defense force on that planet, and then from there, they try their best to free the planet from whoever's trying to conquer them. So you see that in the Cala arc, right? They send a Jedi, right? At first it's what? Just Anakin and Ahsoka maybe? And then eventually Kit Fisto joins them through the Gungans, which is really, really cool detail, because then you have Gungans and it's not just clones. And also, obviously, you should probably mention that the fact that we also get to see, I'm going to have them come over here actually, take that back. So not only are you seeing Gungans, you're also seeing Cala defenders, you're seeing aquatic bots from the CIS, which you don't really get to see a whole ton of, and you're also getting to see different, the Corin and the Cala fight, which is really cool. Which, once again, you don't really get to see a lot of that in the Clone Wars. It's usually just the clones fighting the CIS. So anytime that you get to see anything other than clones and droids fighting each other, you know, it's really fun. I get these flame tanks up here. Flame tanks, get up here. We'll kill those infantry units. I need you guys to kill these. So these guys are mostly going to be better at taking out air units, but I kind of wanted to bring them in. Also, this battle's kind of going poorly. Let me get some Morning Stars, and do I have heavy Droidekas? No, I don't. Did I lose all my heavy Droidekas, or are they just not in the screen? I really wish I had an NAL. An NAL would be perfect just to shell this area. More flame tanks. The flame tanks are perfect for this battle, they just gotta get in range. And I don't know why you keep running forward like that, it's really weird. Let's get the infantry in there, and no reason not to. Man, you're supposed to be amazing at taking these guys out. Oh yeah, they are pretty good. If they can actually shoot at it, yeah, look at that. You might want to manually target them, but once they are targeted, it looks like they definitely do some serious damage to them. Alright, let me get a couple of you guys, and then I need something to take out those vehicle turrets back here and some of these other vehicles. I wonder what the galaxy map's going to look like for the Awakening of the Clone Wars mod, because that's something they haven't discussed at all, right? They're going to be brand new structures, brand new defensive stations. I was thinking about like the turrets. They could have brand new turrets. It'd be really cool if they brought like some of the the original Star Wars Battlefront turrets back, like some of the mods have, I think that would be really, really cool. Man, I need artillery really badly. Something to kill off some of these Mon Cala defenders. You're seeing, this is a really good example of what makes these Mon Cala defenders amazing, is these stupid defensive shields that they have. Really, really good, especially if you manipulate them correctly. They are fantastic. Battle is definitely gonna cost me. Definitely gonna cost me. Ooh, I could really use a bombing run too, that'd be nice. Let me get one more. Are you stuck? Idiot. Look at that, it's just like nothing's piercing these shields. And they have multiple different ones too, so it's like once one of those shields goes down, then it's like, oh, let's pop another one. Oh, you have the brace for impact ability? Wow, these guys are even better than I thought they were. That is a fantastic ability for them to have. Are you doing anything? Because I really need you to be. No, because they have these stupid shields. What's really tough is I'm going to drop a bombing run on them, and they're not going to do anything. Alright, let's get a real up-close personal look at how these flame tanks do against infantry. Good, they killed that squad really easily. Yeah, definitely really solid against infantry. What's going to be really important about these guys instead of something like these is they're going to be really tanky in comparison. So 350 health versus 100 health. If you're only fighting against infantry, they're going to do really, really good against infantry and not have to worry about being killed, which is the important detail. Alright, let's do this. No way, they have a freaking defensive shield somewhere. Okay, that actually complicates things a lot. Let's do the old ATAT, the little AAT strategy. Let's bring some ATTEs in. This battle just got a lot harder. Man, these guys are not bad. When you need like a tanky infantry unit, I seem to go to them a lot. And I'm not mad about that. They perform well when I need them to. Alright, let's bring in the big guns. I thought bringing him would be smart just so I had the bonus, but why are you stuck? When you think about this, because we were talking about the major heroes, right, in the last episode, how important is a 5% combat bonus? Is it really worth an entire slot? Because I'd rather just have a slot of 3 Morning Stars, right? At that point, you might as well just have 3 Morning Stars instead of 1. So I would argue, really, like truly argue, especially for like just a captain bonus, I'm not sure a 5% bonus is worth it. You know, if you have a 10% bonus or a 15% bonus, or more importantly, alongside that bonus, you're getting a Star Destroyer through someone like Vader, or alongside the home win, you're getting the home win alongside Akbar. Like, then absolutely, yeah, it's worth it. But like just a little, I mean, above average infantry unit that I don't even win in the battle because I don't want to lose him for 3,000 credits, which is not cheap by any means. For a ground unit, 3,000 credits is more than flame tanks, more than AATs, more than ATTEs, more than ATAPs. It's more than pretty much any ground troop in the game. So it's just like, what in the world are we doing? Also, do they not have a defensive station and I'm just blind? I don't know, that's weird. Also, we were talking about supers in the last episode. I want to mass produce these. We definitely need to do that. Oh, there's a very, very zoomed out view. And those supers did not even destroy this thing. What the heck? Random anti-infantry turret. Haha. Now what are you gonna do? Oh, there's just some elite infantry. Yeah, we definitely just got a lot of casualties in this battle. They have a lot of elite infantry, a lot of Mon Cala defenders. Those Mon Cala defenders is definitely what cost us a lot. So this was one of the highest casualty battles we've had all season, which is interesting because I usually have a lot of high casualty battles. I should not have auto-resolved at the end because I lost you and you and you and... Jeez, yeah, definitely should not auto-resolve like that, whatever. Made a costly battle even more costly. Alright, with that said, we do have now one of the most important planets in the entire galaxy. And I think we are going to head to Raxus Prime. Oh wow, look at that. They have a pretty big fleet right here. Yeah, let's head to Raxus Prime. Just taking a look around the galaxy, make sure we're doing what I need to be doing. Alright, we'll wrap this episode up with the Battle of Raxus Prime. It'll give us one more chance to talk about the Clone Wars, and then next episode I got some other stuff we're going to talk about. I hardly care what's in the captain's slot, just give me something, please. Oh wow. Alright, just give her to him. Good enough for me. Let's go.
Of course, sir.
Oh, that just complicates things. Not really. Just one injustice. Nothing too scary.
Construction complete.
That's going to be tough. So is that and that. And that. Another costly ground battle I sense in my future. Use the Force and see a very costly battle coming. Oh, I hope they stop that. But yeah, definitely tell me in the comments, what's your favorites hero or your technology? Oh, they have Yano Dana and the Quasar and her. So they're going to be getting what, a 10% bonus across all ships? I like how we were just talking about bonuses and now they have a bonus. Ooh, Raxus Prime.
We're ready for action.
My biggest memory of Raxus Prime, if I'm thinking about the correct planet, which I'm pretty sure that I am, would be like the second or third mission in The Force Unleashed, where you're fighting against those like the zombie droids, if you want to call them that.
We're advancing on your position.
It's a great mission. Actually, I don't really like that episode. I don't have any of my IGD-8s. That sucks. Let's try out these Lictor Dungeon ships. And a couple of Coronas. And maybe one more. And we'll bring in 3 of you guys. Oh, I did have some Supas. Nice. I don't remember building you. Let's go with you and you. And you and you. What else should I bring in? What do I not use a lot of? Let's just do this, because why not? Good enough for me. Let's do it.
Roger that. En route.
Ooh, they have a Saboth coming in from the south. Hey, wait a minute. Why don't I have access to Saboths? Oh, somebody tell me why I don't have access to Saboths. Because isn't it Zon Consortium that gives me Saboths? Ooh, I need to look that up. Oh, maybe I can only build them on Mandalore or something like that. That'd be weird. Holy fighter squadrons. Yeah, we're gonna need that Crusader. Get him in here. Alright, so just push up to there. It's good enough. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a costly battle.
Please repeat the communication.
Oh my gosh, we get Fang fighters from the Kendo size? We do, check that out. I didn't even really notice that in the last battle.
Ready. Enemy target sighted.
Alright, let's take out those fighters. Alright, I really need these guys to go off in this battle because, like I said, they have a ton of fighters and a ton of bombers as well.
What is your order?
Ooh, killing him wouldn't be bad. Let me get you two guys to focus him down. Yeah, that's why I brought the, come over here. I need you to get up here faster. I went because my fighters are all over here, so I made sure that I got the Kano side and the Crusader over here. What did I just lose? I don't even know. You know what that means? More Crusaders. Get in here. Kano side, Kano side, where you at? Destroy this. And Lictors, help out. Alright, the fighters are winning their fighter battle. Ooh, maybe not. No good points. Stay over here. Maybe not. Alright, let me get some Crusader help up here. Do I have anything like a Requisite that'll give me some flak weapons? And then maybe just bring in another one of you. I'm gonna bring him in all the way in the back. I'm gonna leave him here. He'll snipe some units out, which is good. But most importantly, he's gonna provide me a bonus as well. Look at that, 10% combat bonus for all ships. And then I'll just have him and him target the Saboth. Just do what you can. Destroy the shield generators. Okay, we're taking out the fighters and the bombers pretty well over here. Pandas are tanking like they should. I'm gonna lose you, but that's fine. We did take out their capital ship, which is good. Jeez. Alright, let me get all of you guys. Try and take out him. Wow, we're taking some casualties in this battle. Alright, so we finally got the flak weapons up here, which is going to be good, because the flak weapons should slow them down a little bit. And lower their defenses and such, or whatever they do. And then, hopefully these guys can pick them off better. I wonder how the bonuses work as well. So if I were to kill Yandodana and Juno, do they lose the bonus, or does it still remain? I'm pretty sure they lose it. But I also don't necessarily know. New target, go for the MC40. Let's retreat you out of here just so you can target these guys. One other thing that I don't know if we talked about before is the Longhorns don't have targetable hardpoint. So all 10 of their dual heavy laser cannons will fire even for someone like this who is hanging on by nothing anymore. But he was barely alive, but he was still had maximum firepower, which is really, really nice. Let me get some N1s. We'll just have the N1s try and do their best to help out with these fighters. Because we've got, I mean, we've got like 2 Crusaders over here, 3 total plus this. I feel like we're doing fine on like the bigger anti-fighter weapons. Now let's get some regular old lasers and such. So it looks like a lot of the Lictor's shots are missing, but some of them are hitting for a smaller ship like that. Let's go after her next. Alright, that AAF is down. We did just lose our first Kando side, which is fine. I wouldn't mind taking him out. Do I have bombers? I do. Ooh, supers. Let's see just how good these supers are. Should be a really good test because they're going to be single-handedly trying to take out Yandodana. Alright, let's do it. I think the first run we're going to do an overcharge run. Let's get them, supers. Where are we going? Hello? Ooh, overcharge quickly. All those missiles are going to be overcharged. Look at that. There goes the shields. And there goes Yandodana. Oh my goodness, supers are strong. Alright, let's change you guys over here. Dang, those Lictor dungeon ships are doing some serious damage to these guys as well. That's always the question, right? Especially for me. In Awakening Rebellion, I feel like one of the most important things is knowing what ships can easily take out other ships, especially when it comes to weapons. So, right, you don't want to be attacking a really small ship like a Crusader, for example, with heavy turbo lasers. So it's like the Lictor dungeon ships, they have their medium quad turbo lasers, which aren't super accurate. Can they take out a ship like this? Or are they just going to miss the majority of their shots? Like you can see some of the shots are missing. Of course, Mr. Mass Driver over here is going to be missing the majority of his shots. But do do the majority of the shots hit when it comes to units like the Lictor? Or if you're targeting something with proton bombs or heavy proton torpedoes, are they missing or are they hitting? Because if you're missing, obviously that's not good, and you're wasting firepower, you're wasting tactical population space, and different things like that. That's a really, really important part of this mod, is making sure that you're hitting shots and you're not wasting population space. So a pretty good battle right there. That was actually a really good battle. Not too easy. But we're starting to see the power of Zon, right? I feel like those Lictor dungeon ships really, really did good. I don't know if something else was targeting those other ships, all these different Twitter Blade frigates, but they did perform very well. Longhorns did good as always. Star Vipers were outnumbered. He survived for a really long time and took the brunt of the damage, because once these two guys died, I mean, he's super vulnerable. So, I mean, he took the brunt of damage. So, really good job by the Kano side. That's what they're for. They're like they're very similar to Providence is. They're just sit there and tank, right? They do damage, obviously, and they're more expensive than the Providences, but they probably tank better than the Providences. So keep in mind, don't get mad when you lose certain ships like Kandasai or Providences. That's kind of what their job is. Cheaper, really good tanks, right? I'd rather lose one $10,000 Providence than 7 $4,000 acclimators. So it's a math game. And with that, we are going to end this episode. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more tier list.